We're still in Johannesburg on the M1 rather, northbound. And what you see behind me, I'm just going to step out of the shot and I'm going to ask the camera person to just pan and show you what's happening here. So what you are witnessing right now is a stolen vehicle. So one stolen vehicle was found and the driver is now speaking to the police, talking to them and explaining to them how he came to be in the possession of this very stolen vehicle. We understand, based on conversations that we've heard, is that the gentleman driving the car has been in possession of this very car since January this year. It is unclear if the driver of the vehicle was aware that the car was in fact stolen at the time when he bought the vehicle. I am looking around here and just hoping to actually spot the police commissioner, the Gauteng Provincial Police Commissioner, in order to be able to ask him as to what motorists can do in order to ascertain that the car that they're buying is not a stolen vehicle and is indeed a car that belongs to the seller, in fact. But just moments from now, we saw and witnessed a JMPD officer being arrested. Now, we understand that, being in possession of alcohol is not a crime. We have confirmed this with the Gauteng Provincial Commissioner, and he has confirmed that, but he did explain that in the event that they find an open bottle in the car, that is then cause for them to breathalyze the driver to determine if the driver has been drinking and if the driver is driving under the influence of alcohol or if they are beyond the limit, and if they've exceeded rather the limit. And it seems as though that particular JMPD officer had exceeded the limit, and not only had he exceeded the limit, he was also found in possession of an illegal substance, marijuana. We saw the bottles being put and displayed on top of the van. If you go onto the SABC's Twitter page and my Twitter page, you will see a picture of those visuals. We will, of course, be bringing you those visuals a little bit later on, as soon as we get an opportunity to feed those visuals back to you in studio. But that is what has been happening so far. Now, right now, conversations are still underway between the police and the driver of the vehicle of this car, and it looks as though they're still just trying to ascertain if the driver was aware or unaware of the fact that the car has been stolen. I see the MEC for Safety, Faith Mazibuko, is also here, and we are just going to try and flag her down and see if we can't get her to come this side or if we can go to her. So we're going to her. It looks as though we are able to come to her.
Yeah, a stolen car.
Yes, it's a stolen car. And earlier we saw you talking to about the JMPD police officer that was just arrested. Talk to us about today. How do you feel about the result that we're seeing here on the ground?
In fact, that shows that when we say in Gauteng, alofakwa, this is what we mean. Don't take chances on our roads, because all these many roadblocks across the province, they are doing stop and searches, and we know on the roads that's where you find stolen cars, that's where you find drunken drivers, that's where you find stolen goods being transported on the roads. So our network of roads, good as they are, but there are also ways to transport all the illegal things that are happening here. So far, successes have been very good. So it's not just a fruitless expenditure or fruitless exercise, but it is yielding results. Most of the people, they take it that police, maybe it's New Year's Eve, maybe they are relaxing on their whole day. Unfortunately, they are not in Gauteng. As we prepare towards 12 o'clock, where we know quite well that many revelers will also be out on the roads, drinking and not abiding by the law. Of course, the president is open to say people must be merry. We wish to urge them, be merry, but also make sure that you are safe and protect yourself at all times. But so far, I must say, The integrated policing that you see here, it is yielding good results. And this will continue. 2022, more of this will be seen in Gauteng. Want Gauteng to be a real safe place for our people. Drug dealers and drug peddlers are going to be removed even from the community because they are the ones that are creating problems for us.
It's fine. Thank you so much for speaking to us for now. We will come back to you. There are more questions I'd love to ask you, particularly and especially around how do motorists ensure that they are not buying a stolen vehicle like we have seen here happening here. We understand that this gentleman was actually driving this car since January. It's back to you in studio.